Good morning. This is Joyce at Joyce Meyer Junk Journals. Well, I just finished a little project that just took a couple hours to do yesterday. And I don't know what to call it actually. I found a pack of beautiful marbleized envelopes. They're inside of this little folio, I guess you would call it, maybe. But it's got these two little brads that are my last two like this, with the little gems in the middle. And I just put twine. And then this is cardstock. But look at these envelopes. They're more beautiful even on the inside. They have more vibrancy to the color. So what I wanted to do was I sat there with them and I thought, how can I use the outside and the inside? And so what I came up with was to make this cover, and I scored this on a scoring board. Then I cut off the flaps and used them. I saved those, put those aside, and then I used some of the flaps and cut these strips so that I could put the envelopes together. So the flaps were cut off here, and then they were both facing each other, and both became pockets there. Then I glued the back to another envelope just at the sides so that it's a pocket. Then again, there's the two pockets from the original envelope. And then I go back to the same idea here. And then there's this one is the pocket, the second pocket. So they're both the middle pieces or pockets. And then I go over here, and then this one is glued, this part, to the actual back cover. So let me just go through it a little bit. I want to show you how sparkly these stickers that I found, these faith journaling stickers. They have a little gold sparkle. And then this is just a piece of scrap paper. This says, "You are loved." And then here is a sticker as well, "Spending time in prayer for." So I can use this note card here, and I can write who I want to pray for. It's got little ridges to it. It's nice paper. And then in this pocket, it says memory verse to carry with me. So then these were papers, well, they're index cards that I did in the oven with tea that I had. And memory verse to carry with me on the other side. This is Kool-Aid dyed index card. And I just punched a little fancy scissor on the side. Did I say punched a fancy scissors? You know what I mean. I used a fancy scissors. It's early today, so I'm not quite awake. Worship song I'm singing. And there's more index cards. Answered prayer. And then I sewed this in to the cover. These pieces were in my just collection of pages that I got thrifting. They look like they're handmade pieces, but I like those. They're very natural looking. And so I didn't bake these, I didn't dye those. Another memorize a new verse, and this one says, list 5 things you are grateful for. Uh-oh. Oh, I have 4 pages in there, so I'm going to put this one over there. And just a tag and some more of that card. Or that's probably from when you give somebody a gift and you tie that on. So I might put a ribbon in there. That would give me something to do. This says, let not your heart be troubled. John 14:1, that's a sticker. It's pretty. I haven't had coffee or tea yet, so that's making me, I know what I'm going to do after I get done filming this. And then the last part is going to be this poem that I found last week thrifting. So I'm going to read this to you. Look at that pretty image. The difference. I got up early one morning and rushed right into the day. I had so much to accomplish that I didn't have time to pray. Problems just tumbled about me, and heavier came each task. Why doesn't God help me, I wonder? He answered, you didn't ask. I wanted to see joy and beauty, but the day toiled on, gray and bleak. I wondered why God didn't show me. He said, but you didn't seek. I tried to come into God's presence. I used all the keys at the lock. God gently and lovingly chided, my child, you didn't knock. I woke up early this morning and paused before entering the day. I had so much to accomplish that I had to take time to pray. I love that. That is so cool. So that's what I have. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye-bye.